Welcome to Mind Your Business, the channel where we are in everybody's business. If you don't mind getting in people's business, you're on the right channel. Talking about current topics and gossip.
Hey, my nosy people. Wagwan. I hope everyone is blessed. So, this week's episode of Sistas I thought was a bit average. Not much was really going on. We left the last week, it was left on a bit of a cliffhanger where Preston went to Karen's salon to go and pick up a date. And of course, then, Danny's there because obviously Karen told her. And Danny turns up and is kind of not happy and a bit salty about it, but she doesn't show it straight away. When they go off and talk to each other, she's a bit salty. She's not impressed, that he's going out on a date. She says to him, she don't really talk about, black women that like to talk about cows and all this stuff. And he says, actually, his new date does. She's a veterinarian, and so they talk about that all the time. So, of course, that was a Tyler Perry and his writers trying to show the different layers of people. Anyway, long story short there, she's a bit salty, but he does say to her, look, you've got to let me know what you want from me, because, of course, she has been giving him lots of mixed signals. So, essentially, she just needs to fix up on that, right? Then you've got, obviously, the Andy storyline with Gary. Obviously, he's given her a new car. She's told Karen about it. Karen comes round and Karen isn't drinking. And this is a bit that makes me laugh, because with some of the writers on this show, if it's, I'm hoping Tyler's got more writers. I hear he's got more writers. But I still think about, do you get women completely? Because really, if my friend's around me and she's not drinking, if you're dating a pastor guy, yeah, you might ask that question. But the next question after that is, are you pregnant? All this longing at Karen being pregnant, I don't get it. She should have told someone by now, or her friends would have guessed when they see her not drinking, because that's just what women do. So anyway, they go off to test drive the brand new car, and Karen does say, she wouldn't be surprised if Gary would put a tracker in the car. Lo and behold, they get pulled over, but it's not real police. It's these singing police who cannot sing properly at all, talking about he's sorry, he wants her back. And obviously Andy thinks it's really cute. I'm listening to the guys thinking, could they not have got better singers? Seriously, did you not see the woman at the side, the black woman with a little one finger up doing some little dance along to the song? It was funny, but I'm sorry, you could have got better actors or better singers to do that part. That's just my personal opinion. Anyway, so that happens. Zatima and Zach, Zatima, I love those two together. So Zach is obviously kind of thinking, oh, all right, what's Fatima really like, because she organised that Hayden beatdown and didn't even tell me nothing. So obviously he's come in and seen her and saying, is this really the real you? But obviously he loves her off, but they're still getting to know each other, aren't they? So to me, it's going to be interesting to kind of peel back the layers for Fatima. And you can see that she's obviously got issues around trust, because after they have their little lovemaking session and he's going to go off and play basketball, she doesn't feel very comfortable. You can tell she's not really happy about him leaving, and so they have a little heart to heart, which I thought is good to show that they were communicating. But it's going to be interesting next week, because I feel like she's going to show more of herself, where she seems like she's kind of threatening him in a low-key kind of way, but it's more of that kind of insecure vibe to me it's coming from, because of being hurt in the past. So she's kind of protecting her heart, but it'd be interesting, like I say, to kind of peel back the layers into Fatima. And of course, the part to pick up on is at the end. Again, this is my question about whether the writers really understand black women at all sometimes, because I'm not trying to stereotype us all, but there are loads of red flags for Sabrina here. Now, didn't I say last week about Calvin's shirt? Okay, people, the shirt, my lord, that shirt is ridiculous. Who's wearing neck curtains on a date with me? I think not. My man would not. That's just me. Now, I already said that I didn't appreciate these neck curtain shirts that he was wearing, and he's gone out on a date with Sabrina and sitting there having a nice meal. Some guy that knows Sabrina sees her and comes over to say hello and is proceeding to try and try and chat to her. And of course, Calvin's like, well, hold on, I'm here, I'm sitting with her. But the guy didn't think it was her date. Of course not, because he's thinking, okay, he's sitting in a free shirt, it just must be one of her, gay friends. But he doesn't say that, but he insinuates it, and then Calvin gets his back up, and then they get in some big fight in the place. But I'm like, Calvin, please just go and fix your wardrobe. Everyone's looking at you thinking that this is your way. Obviously, they're trying to make a point of the story about, maybe a child who's been brought up by gay parents and how that kind of reflects. But to me, that doesn't mean that your child necessarily is going to dress feminine and flamboyant. I know people who've been brought up by gay parents, they dress the way they want to dress, right? So I just think the whole storyline's a bit of a reach, personally. Sabrina, if this doesn't give you red flags, that the fact that you've got strangers looking at the guy that you're on a date with, thinking that he's gay. That's slightly awkward. And does give you pause for thought, I'd think. But, what do you guys think? What do you really think? So the episode wasn't all that. It was just a quick, I just thought it was kind of like a time filler of an episode. Because like I said, those are only things that happened. So hopefully, next week it'll be a bit more spicy. Because I kind of watched it and thought, okay, that not much happened. But okay, let's hope next week's a little bit more spicy.
Welcome to Mind Your Business, the channel where we are in everybody business. If you don't mind getting in people's business, you're on the right channel. Talking about current topics and gossip.